Crispy tender beef strips coated with aromatic, sticky savory, spicy sweet sauce. This is my version of very famous P.F Chang's Mongolian beef. And trust me, it's better than the original. So let's get started. If you like this recipe, then don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification by clicking the bell icon. I'm using 1 pound of tenderloin beef or undercut beef in this recipe. You can take flank steak here as well. First, I'm going to pat dry it with the help of a kitchen paper towel to absorb all the excess water and moisture. Now with the help of a very sharp knife, I'm going to trim off the silver skin. As you guys can see it here, this is a very hard skin. So I'm just going to trim it off. And all the excess fat and connective tissues as well. If you want the beef to be really nice and tender, then you need to cut it against the grain. As you guys can see it here, this is the grain. So we need to cut it against it in small thin strips, just like that. But first we'll get rid of the silver skin and all the excess fat. This is all done now. As you guys can see, it's all clean now. Now I'm just going to cut it in small thin strips. Now for the strips, we'll slightly angle our knife just like that and cut it diagonally in small pieces. We'll cut the rest of the meat the same way. This is done now. As you guys can see it, I've cut this in small bite-sized pieces. All the pieces are of the same thickness and I've cut them against the grain. Now let's come toward the sauce. For the sauce, I've taken 3 tablespoons of hoisin sauce, 1 tablespoon of sweet soya sauce, 1 tablespoon of normal soya sauce, 1 tablespoon of rice vinegar or any white vinegar, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar and 3 tablespoons of water in it. Now we're going to mix it really well till all the sugar dissolves in the mixture. and all the sauces are well combined. Now to coat the beef strips, I have taken half a cup of corn flour and I'm going to season it with salt and black pepper. Since all the sauces we're using in this recipe have salt in it, so we'll just add 1/4 teaspoon of salt and 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper in it. Mix it really well and coat these strips one by one, just like that. To avoid the mess, you can use a hack here. Just put all these beef strips along with the corn flour mixture in a Ziploc bag and just shake it around and you'll get evenly coated beef strips in no time. The beef strips are ready now. Now let's start the frying process. For frying, I have taken a wok and I have added almost half a cup of oil in it. I'm just going to shallow fry it. The oil needs to be really hot. Put these beef strips in single layer. Once they are done from one side, just flip it and let it cook from the other side as well. It's very important to fry these beef strips on high flame and make sure you don't stir it too much. As I'm using tenderloin beef in this recipe, so the cooking time won't be too much. These are ready now, so we'll just take it out of the wok. If you want the beef to be crispy from outside and tender from inside, then you need to follow some basic tips. Always fry the beef on high heat. Don't stir it too much. Let it sear from one side. When done, change the side and let it get done from the other side as well. Always cook it in single layer and don't overcrowd your pan. Also, the cooking time shouldn't be more than 2 to 3 minutes. These are few of the basic tips to get crispy, tender beef strips. This is all done now, as you guys can see it. Now we'll move forward to the final part of this recipe. I'm using few aromatics here. These are 5 to 6 dried Thai red chilies, 1 tablespoon of chopped garlic, and 1.5 tablespoon of chopped ginger. I'm using fresh ginger and garlic in this recipe as it gives a lot of taste and aroma to this dish. Now in the same wok, I have added 1 tablespoon of oil I'm just going to add garlic, ginger and Thai red chilies. If you want to make it more spicy, then you can add 1 teaspoon of red chili flakes at this point. Just saute it for a bit till a very nice aroma starts coming out of it. Once done, we'll add the fried beef and saute it for 2 to 3 minutes. Now we'll add the sauce which we have made earlier. And saute it for a few minutes till all the beef strips are coated with this sauce. Once done, turn off the heat and add green part of the spring onions. This is roughly 1 cup of spring onion. I have cut these in 1.5 inch slices. Toss it for a bit and our restaurant quality Mongolian beef is ready now. I wish you could smell it. Do try this recipe and let me know your feedback in the comments.